Hi everyone, it's Woke here. Owen, I would say that you're quite a powerful young female. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, of course. No, I have actually met a lot of powerful young women recently.
Sounds interesting. Let's take a look.
Welcome to Work. My name is Oyen and I am a presenter and social media manager from South London. When I think about Muslim women and how they're portrayed in the media, the words voiceless, powerless and repressed comes to mind. So I'm heading up to Preston to meet a young lady who's challenging these misconceptions. Lovely to meet you.
So nice to meet you.
Oyen.
I'm Asma.
Oh, wow. So tell me about this painting. Who are you trying to speak to?
Trying to speak to everyone, to be honest, like people who wouldn't generally see this. I want to speak to them, but also young women of colour. I want them to feel empowered.
How does your art sort of relate to your sense of womanhood?
Often, like, women are depicted nude in paintings for the male viewer. So I'm trying to take back that gaze, and she's looking down at everybody rather than, you know, look down upon.
I have never, ever seen anything like this anywhere. And I just wonder, why isn't there more of this stuff out in the art world, in galleries?
Exactly, there's barriers and we're trying to break them right now.
Yeah.
And there's not that many opportunities to have my work displayed. And often it's only under kind of the banner of, oh, we're looking for a Muslim artist. Well, why can't you just be looking for a female artist or just an artist?
Azra is definitely breaking the mould. But I want to know what her dad thinks about her career choice.
Oh, hiya.
Hi, I'm Oyen. Lovely to meet you.
Hello, Oyen.
What are sort of like your hopes for Azra? Where do you hope to see her work and just her as a person go?
We said to her, look, do something that you enjoy, something that you're passionate about. If she can empower people and it makes a difference to their life.
Yeah. Do you find that any sort of fear is attached to that as well?
My only fear is I don't want them to leave home, honestly.
Azra's challenging misconceptions with her art. Now I'm off to Glasgow to meet another young woman who's putting stereotypes on the ropes. Hi, looking for Sana?
Yeah, she's just through the door.
Oh, brilliant, thank you. She's good. Sana's offered to teach me a few moves, but I have to admit I am a bit intimidated after seeing her in the ring. She's a fighter in more ways than one.
In 2014, I was diagnosed with a muscle weakening disease.
Oh, wow.
So I had to take time out of uni. I had to have a major operation so I could wake up tomorrow and not be able to do these things. So I wasn't going to give up. I was just going to keep fighting, but fight even harder. And I started coming every week. Then I started coming twice a week.
Do you think that your life would be different if you were a man?
I think my life could possibly be different if I was a man, but I don't think that has anything to do with my religion. I think that has more to do with the culture of the community that I'm from. There's still a generation that feels really different, that men have a different right, but the generations are changing.
You sound like you have a really busy life.
My full-time job is with the charity. Every Thursday I have radio shows, then I'm in the gym, I'm a contributor for BBC The Social.
I'm inspired. Sana's also told me that she was born with a severe visual impairment. Not that this makes me feel any better, mind you. Once she finally manages to get me in the ring, it's not long before I'm worn out and can't wait to take the gloves off. So what does empowerment mean to you?
A lot of people, when they start to struggle, that's when they'll give up.
Yeah.
But somebody that feels empowered will keep on trying and find ways around the problem. And a smart person can acknowledge that asking for help isn't always a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
It's a way of getting things done.
How important is it for you personally to empower other women?
I think within my community it's so important. There's like years and years and generations of women being told that they can't do something purely because they're female. So I think we need to undo those years of negativity, and the only way that's going to happen is by putting an extra effort into empowering women.
Does wearing a hijab make you feel any less powerful?
The stereotype is that women that wear a hijab are suppressed in some way, they don't have freedom to make their own choices, but the fact that I chose to wear a hijab shows that I had the option.
Sana's a boxer with a muscle wasting disease. and visual impairment. And it turns out she's getting married in a few days. Are you concerned about losing your freedom when you get married?
Things are definitely going to change. I'm going to be somebody's wife. I'm going to have another person to look after. I can't just do whatever I want when I want. But that's the same for Hussein. People think with Asian families that when a girl gets married there's this major shock. And while there is changes, in my case specifically, it's not going to be bad. I know that I'm still going to have my freedom to pursue my own interests and enjoy my job and be an ambitious person, just while I have a husband. The way that we want to live our life is very untraditional. At the end of the day, it's our marriage and our life that we're going to build together, and we want to do what makes us happy.
You've mentioned the balance between tradition and modern a few times. What did you sort of like learn from your parents, and what do you hope to pass on to your children?
A fundamental part of being Muslim is about being tolerant and not judgmental of other people, and I think that's kind of embedded itself in my own culture of being Asian and Scottish. That's something that my parents have really worked hard to make me understand. Because you're Asian, because you're Muslim, because you're a woman, because you have a disability or because you're sick, you're still just as capable as anybody else.
It's been really great to meet you and chat to you.
I hope we can meet again soon.
Yeah, definitely. It was lovely to meet Azra and Sana and get a glimpse into their lives. It is so interesting to see women challenge misconceptions with such creativity.